Hey Pete, how you doing? I'm just here enjoying my morning coffee. Um, it's a beautiful place here in Orlando. It takes a little while to acclimate to compared to the craziness of Miami. But look at my backyard. You know, got a little fountain over there. You got this little inlet from the pond. There's birds, hawks, squirrels. It's really peaceful. Anyways, you wanted me to show you this thing. This is a product made by a company called Acklot, and it's a seven-string harp or lyre. One of the things I found is that it has limitations. I wanted to sing the Psalms to the Lord. I mean, think of it this way. If God had an iPod, he has 151 of his favorite songs. I mean, you split the Bible in half, and that's what you have, music. And it kind of was interesting because the structure of the music itself it seems to have no structure. Um, and it was played on an instrument such as this. So if you can think of David, who was one of the authors of the Psalms, um, a poor shepherd boy. He was the pretty much last kid to be born to his father, so he was like the youngest. You know, all the blessings, all the money, all the effort had been gone into his older brothers. So he was relegated to tend the sheep. The lowliest job. And I'm sure that when they purchased something for him, because he was a child, he wouldn't have had any money. They bought him something similar to this. This is a seven-string lyre. Again, you don't have all the notes in here, so it is difficult to play music, but not impossible. There's some tunes that just lend themselves to this thing, and there's some songs that you're not going to be able to play, unfortunately. But again, as far as for the Psalms, for adding tones to them, I do believe that this is the closest thing that we have that would reproduce the way that he played those songs. So just to give you an idea, I'm going to play. First, I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like. Let me see if I can switch this. Oh, no, didn't switch. All right, never mind. So we're going to have to go with this thing. So here we go. This is D. That's D E G A B D E. So you can play certain songs like here. I'm sure you've heard this one. Up, up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on. We'll give that one more shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on. I had it the other day. I was much more successful. It's just early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee yet. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. 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 There's blowing. There we go. Something like that. So you can play Amazing Grace on it. All the notes that are necessary for the song. Yes, Jesus Loves Me also fits on here very easily. I'm not going to try to play it because it's my like third day or something like this playing around with this thing. But it is interesting. For example, Psalms 23. If you try to put it on there, this was a tune that I completely, you know, put together. But it kind of gives you an idea of how the structure of the Psalms actually was and how it was actually played, as opposed to what we would do today with all the musical notes and all the musical instruments that we had. Again, I figure that David didn't have a lot of money, so I'm sure that not to mention again, he was the last son. He was a kid, so you're not going to give a professional music instrument to a child. That's at least my thinking. And again, just like with today, Jewish culture, once you turn 13, you're considered a man. So David in Scripture was a child. So again, you're not going to give a professional piano or something to a child. Um, that's my roommate. That's Neil. So, anyways. So, just to give you an idea of how I structure the Psalms, this is Psalms 23. So you hear that? That's the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me beside the still waters. I forgot how the rest of that goes. But anyways, it's I'll just play the song because I'll be honest with you, I haven't memorized the psalm. So here we go. This is what I got. So as you can see, it seems to be, at least from my understanding, that the Psalms is more melodic than it is an actual tune like what we would hear, like a song. It's more like it's not really designed to be like music in the sense that we understand it. It seems to be more like a melodic thing. Of course, this is in English. I tried to learn it in Hebrew. It's like, man, it's like I don't know. It's too early in the morning to cough up a cat because the Hebrew words are very rough. It's one of the reasons, I guess, that they went to Germany, because the ch sounds and stuff were very similar to Hebrew and stuff. But and we all know how that ended up for them. But again, it's just interesting that if you play the Psalms on this kind of instrument, and even though they're long and short and long and short, I don't think they're arranged, and I'm not, I don't understand Hebrew, but I don't think they're arranged phonetically like we do with rhyming words. It's more like a concept, an idea. And it does say in the Bible that when King Saul was rejected by God, he chose somebody. He said, go find somebody that plays the lyre or the harp. Actually, it was somebody who recommended it to him, and he went. They got King David, the future king of Israel, who's still a child, and he would play this instrument for him, presumably with a few of the psalms that he knew back then, and it drove away the spirit that was bothering Saul. So it is a very soft, a very melodic, melodic, whatever. It's melody. It has a very soft sound to it. Unlike a guitar, you cannot change the pitch. So that's one of the things that I found on this instrument. No matter where you hold the string, like for example, I can play it up here. So it's not like a guitar where it's like, depending on where you put your finger and how you hold it down, you can change the key and the pitch of the note. You can't do that. you're stuck with whatever notes you have there. Excuse me. And I have it tuned right now to the recommendations from these people. I thought about maybe adding a couple of more pegs. I actually purchased them, and this thing does come with extra strings in case they break, because they are steel strings. Um, and adding a few more notes, and still considering it, because there is room on here. There is room, and if you look at the 16 string, it does have, like, on the wood part, the strings do come down. So there's at least enough room up there for two more pegs on one side and two more pegs on the other side. That's making it 11 strings. But again, then I'd have to modify the bridge, make it longer, and get those little brass things here that you see. But even on the bottom, as you can see, there is room for two more on either side. So I am considering that, just to be able to play, but then I'd have to retune it again, and so like that I can get all the different notes that are in between, the flats and whatnot, and the sharps and all that other stuff. I have no idea. I'm not a musician. I got this thing just for, I guess, just to meditate, kind of like what you want to do. So again, very peaceful, and if you just play it randomly, this is what it sounds like. So as you can hear, the notes are set up in a way so that they're very melodic. I don't know what you call that kind of musical scale. I'm not a musician again. It's the first time I've really dedicated myself to playing a musical instrument. Um, so you can just play them randomly, and it does harmonize very, very well. You can pick at them. One of the things that I noticed, the people play it flat and just, like this, and some people hold it, and when you hold it, that hole allows you to stick both hands, so you can strum very quickly and even add like a melody with the bottom strings. So again, man, dude, if you had sent me your address, I would have sent you one of these things. It's only 35 bucks, so it wasn't that expensive. um, I'm considering maybe getting the other one, which I saw that's on sale on eBay for $58, I believe, and that's a 16 string. But I wanted to get this thing first to see, if I could actually, because I tend to lose interest in things very quickly. My attention span is like a cat. So I'm more likely to play with the box it came in with than the actual instrument itself. But it's been very relaxing. It's very easy to play. It sounds very easy on the ears. Um, the way it's designed, it echoes outward. So when you're playing it like close to you, you're not going to hear it that loud. At nighttime, it's fantastic. The only thing, I can't see the strings that well, but you can hear it, but it's not overpowering, so it's not ridiculously loud. Like, I could play this here, my roommate would never even hear it. So that is one of the advantages of this particular one. Um, what else can I tell you? Very peaceful. Drawbacks: you don't have all the notes, so you can't play certain songs. And again, as far as an entry level, and just for what you want, which is just to like have a little, meditation and listen to stuff, this is great. This is fantastic. With the Psalms, again, what I did was just add one word for each note, and then just play them back and forth. And the great thing is that since they're all harmonized, you can actually, again, here, just listen to this. So I'm just going to play some random notes on this thing, and you'll hear that it doesn't sound bad at all. So that's one of the things. I think this is very entry level friendly. So watch. Sounds almost a little Oriental. I was going for Middle Eastern. Anyways, I got another neighbor coming here, so I'll let you go. Peace. Hope that video was good.